I'm Julia. Welcome to Julia Lives. Today I wanted to give you a quick video about the safety in Tulum right now. My family and I stayed at the Dreams Resort here in Tulum, and I haven't seen any police presence here, but there's definitely security. Every time you leave the resort, we've taken a few cabs. They take a head count of who's in the vehicle. They ask your room number, and they even write down the gender of whoever's in the cab with you. And then the same thing when you come back in, so you can't just come and go. I will say in downtown Tulum, though, there's definitely a police presence there. We went over to the ruins, and I saw the same thing there where there were police just kind of standing around. I read an article the day before we left in the Washington Post that talked about an issue that happened in Cancun back in October where two tourists went to two different hotel employees trying to buy cocaine. And so the employees called rival cartels and they ended up at the Hyatt, and there was some kind of a shootout, and I do think that someone was killed during that. And then there was another issue that happened in Tulum, I think it was more like November with this one, where somebody from a cartel rode up on a wave runner and shot at somebody on the beach, but nobody was actually hit. So basically the moral of the story with this is don't come down here and try to buy drugs and you'll be fine. But the people that are doing that stuff are really putting themselves at risk. So I was also on TripAdvisor too on the forums, and somebody who lives down here wrote that they wouldn't go to Tulum right now. I have not felt unsafe while I've been here, but again, we went to the ruins, we went to Grand Cenote, and then we went into downtown to get just do some shopping and eat and stuff. We didn't go into the Tulum beach area. We went into the more like the old Tulum, and I will tell you the cab driver gave us some pretty specific instructions. He said it's about 5 blocks. He goes, if you go past that 5 blocks, you're going to get into where the locals are. He gave us some detailed information on restaurants and things like that, and I guess I felt like he was trying to tell us don't go any farther than the 5 blocks, stay where you are. So those kinds of things I think that are important to heed when you come down here. But again, I'm not looking to Google what are the off the beaten path things to do in Tulum. I think if you do that, you're going to invite more potential issues. But just staying here at a resort or taking a cab into an area that's full of tourists and police, I didn't feel unsafe at all. I will tell you, we had family members before we came sending us texts like, if you're in a kidnapping situation, consider resisting. So far, the painted turtles haven't been a problem. The raccoons are a little dicey at night. They're looking for food. But other than that, I'm not here to get myself into trouble either. So I'd say overall, I haven't seen anything that made me feel unsafe, but I will tell you there is a police presence. We went to the beach right outside of the ruins in that beach area where all the beach clubs are. I didn't see much there in terms of police. The beaches were beautiful, they're clean. So it's definitely worth a visit. I wouldn't have any interest in renting a car here. I saw people in rental cars who looked like they were struggling in the traffic. The people who work here said it's very busy right now, and I thought the traffic was really crazy. Cabs are pretty much between $15 and $20 anywhere we went. They're owned by the same company though, so I didn't feel like there was any danger of getting into something that wasn't a cab. They're very obviously recognizable. They're all over the place, so they're easy to get to. There isn't an Uber presence or any of that stuff down here, so it's pretty much cabs. I wouldn't rent a scooter down here either if it were me, but again, personally, I like Playa del Carmen a little bit better. I like that Main Street area. I like the beaches there. It's easy to get around, but I think it's worth visiting if you're interested in coming here. Again, I just think that you have to, be here to be a tourist. I'm not here to buy drugs and things, so I don't feel like I'm at risk. And I'm also not here to be out late at night and in places where I probably don't belong. So in any event though, we've had a great time. It's beautiful. I'd come back and do it again. But again, like I said, I kind of like Playa del Carmen a little better anyway.